Yes. Thank you very much. So give me examples. Yes.
Body structures.
Body structures between men and women. Explain more. What's the difference? What's the difference in the body structure? What is it that you see when you look at me and when you look at my brother there?
On difference of women have breasts and men do not.
Yes, thank you very much. He's talking about breast. Women, we do have breasts, isn't it? Yes. What else?
Generally, women have feminine features such as having lips, yes, like she said.
Yes.
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 Masculine features,
Yes.
which is called broad shoulders.
Thank you very much. He said women have got breasts, hips, and men have got masculine features like, broad shoulders. What else? Deep voices, isn't it? What else? Biologically, if we talk about menstruation, we know it's automatically for women, isn't it? When we talk about producing sperms, it's only for males, isn't it? So those are the biological differences between men and women. Let me now move on to my presentation. Are you able to see? Yes. Okay. All right. So the structure of my presentation, I'm going to talk about gender planning concepts, and then I'm going to talk about what we mean by gender mainstreaming, why should we mainstream gender, how do we mainstream gender, why do we see gender mainstreaming as a package. This presentation is very important because what is happening is that we have developed action plans with all the local authorities that we are working with. So what is happening is that the councils are now implementing those action plans. So you do have a very important role to play as junior councillors to ensure that when it comes to service delivery issues, whatever is needed by the youth is also represented. So we want you to be able to hold your councils accountable for service delivery that specifically caters for the youth. That's why you are in council. So I'm going to take you through the presentation so that as you are doing your work, as you are conducting your duties, you are also able to work with your councils. You are also able to say, can we have your action plan? We also want to see whether we can make contribution to the action plan. Because maybe the action plan was developed by Priscilla and people who are 50, 60 years and above. So maybe we left out some of the important issues that you feel as junior councillors. These issues should also be part and parcel of what we mean by saying gender-sensitive service delivery. Okay, so in terms of the services that we get from our local councils, we've got two types of services. Councils give us practical gender needs and also strategic gender needs. So I just want to find out from you, if we are saying a council is providing us with practical gender needs, what kind of services are we looking at? Can you give me examples of services that we say these are practical and these are being provided by our councils? Because the whole essence of this presentation or the program is about service delivery issues. So I'm saying in terms of our services, we do have practical and strategic needs as people, and these are actually provided for by our local authorities. Can you give me examples of what do we mean by a practical need? You want me to explain? Or I will ask the gender focal questions. I'm happy that I've seen quite a number of gender focal persons from our different local authorities, so they will assist me also with this presentation. Yes.
Practical service delivery. Practical service delivery. I think this could mean a council giving something that is physical. that you see becomes practical service delivered between now and 2 months?
Thank you very much. When we are talking about practical, we are talking about the basics, those things that we need on a day-to-day basis. We are talking about our immediate needs. We are talking about a position. So we are saying, in terms of practical needs, is those things that we want on a day-to-day basis. So give me examples of those services provided by councils that we want on a day-to-day basis. Sanitation, toilets, sewerage, yes. Water, what else? Housing, shelter, isn't it? Health, we want clinics. Okay, what about strategic? Strategic is the opposite of practical. When we are talking about strategic, you wanted to say something? Okay. We are talking about a long-term thing, like a strategy. So, if I may give you an example, infrastructure, these are services that we get from our local councils, but they do not come immediately. If the council wants to construct a school or they want to be involved in road construction and everything else, these are long-term processes, and maybe the effects, we might see them after some time. Even if councils are providing training on gender-based violence issues, training on budgeting issues and everything, we are saying those are long-term, and we are saying those are strategic needs. Okay. Let's look at this example so that I will be able to tell if we have really grasped the concept.